guys, and this is my stop motion video on how to,
Ooh, glad he's gone. Anyways, let me introduce myself. I'm a mega figure, like a Lego figure but with a wider range of articulation. Even my knees move, at least until my 40s. I used to work with Lego figures, but I find mega figs much more satisfactory. Now that that's out of the way, I'm gonna be teaching you how to animate.
Even me?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so let's start with the basics. In its most basic form, stop motion is the practice of taking multiple pictures of a figure or a model and slightly moving each— Whoa! Hey, watch it! Well, in other more simplistic words, make it appear moving. By far one of the easiest forms of animation to learn, but also one of the most difficult to master because of the laws and rules that apply. While breaking any of these rules won't land you a prison sentence, it's not recommended unless you want your animation to lack a sense of life and flow to it. Forgetting any single one of them, or overusing them, could result in the desired motion coming out poorly. Somewhere in the middle is your answer. An example of overuse is in that intro animation I just did. Let's go back to that. You might be thinking, oh, but Xander, this looks fine. You're so cool and awesome and I want to give you all my money. And to that I'd say thank you. However, this was the end result of my labor. What you're not seeing is all the frames I had to cut from this to get that nice, smooth motion. Something it took me a very long time to learn is that more frames doesn't always automatically mean a smoother motion, and in fact taking those extra photographs wound up wasting even more time because of how that was filmed. I actually had to take 2 photos in the same position for every frame the leg was doing that high kick. One with a leg, one without the leg, since the leg was detached from the hip and needed to be externally supported. To avoid the support showing up in the final animation, I layered the photos over top each other and erased the parts of the support I didn't want to show, while being careful not to erase the leg at the same time. Why was this a waste of time? Well, waste of time is a mean way of putting it. What I'm trying to say is that some of those frames in the animation weren't really needed for a smooth motion, and in fact hampered the impact of the kick in the final product, so I had to cut those frames I spent hours setting up and editing in order for it to look good, but I feel I haven't really explained why more frames isn't so good. When you animate a punch, you actually have to take less frames to get a smoother motion. I know it may sound silly, but a punch isn't exactly silky smooth. It's slow, then fast, then slow again. Here, watch. See, that time was too slow. The punch didn't have as much impact. Good, but slow. But when you shorten it, it comes out great. And hey, that's how you turn pretty good into greatness. Kinda sucks that you have to delete basically half your work before you get anything done, but who's making all that? Oh, crap, I forgot about you.
yeah, there he is, get him!
Well, I wasn't planning on this, but it looks like it's time for a lesson in fight choreography. Man, I am so cool. Okay, Samurai Guy, you go left. Mustard Beef, you go right. And Deadpool, you just be Deadpool.
Well, so you defeated my figures. Or have you? Because I've been collecting for 12 years!
What the school-appropriate expletive? Well, there's one thing you're forgetting.
Oh yeah? And what's that?
Something very important. I think you're forgetting that I'm the animator. And I can make you do whatever I want. Hey! I've been working on this project for God knows how long, and I'm really tired. So what I want you to do right now is scruff. And you, and you, and you, and you. You guys are fine.
Anyways, that's about it for me. Probably close to 3,000 photos taken for this by the end of the day. Or not the day, whatever. In total, animating at about 14 a second. So every second of footage was 14 photographs that I took and then slightly moved these little guys for. Ooh, I can dance. Yeah, that would take a long time, but hope you enjoyed the project. Hope it was knock your socks off, and if it wasn't, well, hope it was okay. I'm gonna hand it over to you now for questions.